Some flavor combinations sound like a kitchen disaster, but are actually scientific masterpieces. Prepare to explore the delightfully chaotic, weird cheese combos that shouldn't work, but they do. Feta and watermelon. Imagine a scorching hot summer day where the sun is practically melting the pavement. You desperately want something hydrating, but you also crave something intensely savory to replenish the sweat you have lost. Enter the ultimate contrasting duo. You take a cube of bright, juicy, sugar-sweet watermelon and pair it with a chunk of stark white, briny feta. It sounds like a mistake, but the science behind this craving is absolutely flawless. The saltiness of the feta acts as a natural flavor enhancer, amplifying the melon's refreshing sweetness. Nutritionally, this is a brilliant survival mechanism. Watermelon is packed with lycopene, a powerful antioxidant, and is composed mostly of water, providing immediate hydration. However, when you sweat, you lose crucial electrolytes like sodium. Feta cheese brings an abundance of that vital sodium, alongside bone-building calcium and high-quality protein. The water from the melon actually helps your body absorb the minerals from the cheese more effectively. It's a harmonious clash of summer hydration and Mediterranean savoriness that repairs your electrolyte balance with every single bite. Brie and pickles. Moving from bright summer salads to the dimly lit depths of the late-night snack cabinet, we find a pairing that feels almost scandalous. Brie is the absolute epitome of luxurious, buttery richness, often spread delicately on warm baguettes in polite society. Throwing a sharp, vinegary, garlic-infused pickle right on top feels like a direct insult to French culinary tradition. Yet, it is an absolute triumph of contrast. The intense acidity and loud, aggressive crunch of the pickle slice right through the heavy, fatty creaminess of the brie. It acts as a palate cleanser, resetting your taste buds so every single bite of the soft cheese feels as rich and exciting as the first. From a bodily perspective, this pairing makes perfect sense. Brie is loaded with satiating milk fats, calcium, and B-complex vitamins, which provide you with a slow, sustained release of energy. Pickles, on the other hand, bring acetic acid to the party. This acid actually aids your stomach in the digestion and breakdown of those dense dairy fats. Furthermore, if you use a naturally fermented pickle, you are introducing gut-friendly probiotics that help your microbiome process the rich cheese. It is a digestive powerhouse masquerading as a chaotic midnight craving. Blue cheese and honey. Let's talk about a cheese that already aggressively divides the room. Blue cheese is bold, deeply pungent, and delightfully funky. Eating it straight can be an overwhelming sensory assault, like licking the walls of an ancient cellar. But when you slowly drizzle a thick, luxurious ribbon of golden floral honey over those blue-green veins, a culinary miracle happens. The heavy, sugary sweetness of the honey completely wraps around the sharp, salty bite of the mold, taming its wilder, more abrasive notes. The resulting flavor is a velvety balance of sweet and savory that even the most stubborn blue cheese skeptics often find completely irresistible. Beneath the surface, this pairing is incredibly beneficial. Blue cheese boasts specific anti-inflammatory properties thanks to its unique Penicillium roqueforti mold strains, alongside a hefty dose of calcium and protein. Raw honey is a nutritional goldmine, packed with natural antioxidants, antibacterial enzymes, and soothing properties. Together, they create a balanced energy profile. The dense fats and proteins from the blue cheese actively slow down your body's absorption of the honey's natural sugars, preventing a rapid insulin spike and ensuring you get a steady, glowing stream of energy instead of a fleeting sugar rush. Cheddar and apple pie. For some diners, intentionally putting cheese on a baked dessert is an unforgivable baking sin. For others, particularly in parts of New England and Great Britain, it is the only historically correct way to eat a pie. Imagine a steaming, fragrant slice of baked apples, loaded with warm cinnamon, nutmeg, and wrapped in a flaky, buttery crust. Now, Melt a thick slice of sharp, crumbly aged cheddar right on top. The magic here lies in the thrilling contrast of hot and cold temperatures and the pairing of sharp, salty dairy with sweet, spiced fruit. Nutritionally, this unusual combination does your body a massive favor. Apples provide essential dietary fiber and a healthy dose of vitamin C, particularly if the skins are left intact. The cheddar contributes highly digestible protein, calcium, and vitamin K2, a crucial nutrient that specifically directs the calcium into your bones rather than your arteries. Most importantly, the substantial fat and protein content in the sharp cheddar actually lowers the overall glycemic index of the sweet dessert. By coating the stomach lining, the cheese slows the digestion of the pie crust and the sweet apple filling, effectively preventing a massive sugar crash and keeping you comfortably full for hours. Cream cheese and hot sauce. This combination sounds exactly like the frantic result of emptying a barren refrigerator at 2 in the morning. However, mixing a mild, unripe dairy product with fiery, punishing chili peppers is a globally recognized culinary success. Cream cheese is inherently cooling, dense, and remarkably bland on its own, offering little excitement. When you aggressively dash a vinegar-based hot sauce over it, the cheese transforms into a creamy, comforting canvas that carries the spice beautifully. The nutritional chemistry here is fascinating. Chilies are incredibly rich in capsaicin, a chemical compound famous for briefly boosting your metabolic rate, increasing circulation, and triggering your brain to release a flood of euphoric endorphins. Cream cheese offers a solid dose of vitamin A and, crucially, casein. Casein is a slow-digesting dairy protein that acts as a microscopic chemical sponge. It naturally binds directly to the fiery capsaicin molecules, safely washing them away from your pain receptors. This means you get to experience all the vibrant, tangy flavor of the hot sauce and the metabolic mood-boosting perks of the chili without entirely scorching your tongue or upsetting your stomach. Parmesan and dark chocolate. Now we are venturing into truly bizarre avant-garde territory. You typically grate a snowy mountain of Parmigiano Reggiano over a steaming plate of spaghetti, not your evening dessert. But if you take a jagged, crystalline shard of this hard, aged cheese and eat it directly alongside a square of high-quality, bitter dark chocolate, your brain might short-circuit in the best way possible. Both of these foods share complex, nutty, and slightly bitter chemical compounds, making them long-lost flavor cousins. The salty, crunchy bite of the Parmesan dramatically elevates the deep roasted cocoa flavors, turning a simple snack into an intense, savory sweet gourmet experience. Your body responds remarkably well to this mix. Dark chocolate is globally celebrated for its dense concentration of heart-healthy flavonoids, magnesium, and iron, which help lower blood pressure. Parmigiano Reggiano is an incredibly dense, easily digestible protein source packed with calcium. Furthermore, the cheese is naturally loaded with tyrosine, an amino acid that actively encourages your brain to synthesize and release dopamine. Eating them together provides a serious, immediate mineral boost and a genuine chemically backed mood-elevating reaction, making it the ultimate comfort snack. Goat cheese and coffee. Finally, we look at the breakfast table. Pairing a tangy, earthy disc of fresh chèvre with a hot, bitter cup of black coffee sounds like a surefire way to ruin your morning. Surprisingly, it's a celebrated match, especially in parts of Europe. The high acidity and distinct grassy tang of the goat cheese perfectly mirror the bright, fruity notes found in lightly roasted coffee beans. When consumed together, the creamy texture of the cheese mellows out the harsh tannins of the brew, while the coffee cleanses the palate of the heavy dairy, leaving a crisp, lively finish. Next time you raid your kitchen, throw out the traditional culinary rules. Embrace these scientifically backed chaotic pairings because the strangest combinations often deliver the best flavors. Which one sounds best to you? Would you dare to try it? Let us know in the comment section down below and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.